Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to Squared Circle Society. I'm Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd.
From the back, Dan.
Okay. Pug Dread.
Namaste.
And Mike Kruger.
What's up, you sick motherfuckers?
So we're here tonight to give our thoughts on XPW Halloween in Hell, which we got the live perspective, the Fight TV perspective, so it should be a good show. But before we get into that, because we're talking wrestling tonight, and of course we are primarily a horror channel, so just a little promotion. If you're new, be sure to check out shows on our channel every day this week in October. We have tons of content. We have a huge Hellraiser franchise show coming up on Halloween, which I'm very excited about. I think that's going to be really, really cool. Also, patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures, which all starts at just $1. Shout out, Kelby. What's up, my
Also,
friend?
thank you for the marker, Kelby.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yes, patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. It all starts at just $1.
Also, shout out to Big T. Suck it. Continue.
Shout out, Big T.
We're getting some feedback from an earlier show.
Yeah.
There was more anger on our previous show than I think
so.
there was.
Oh, there may be
At
fucking
home.
more today.
There was
the way you're acting.
I think that's the most heated it's been on any of the other tournaments combined.
Yeah, threats.
It's not over yet, so we'll see how it goes.
I'm
So
getting
far.
a peek behind the curtain. I'm being threatened in the private chat. So there you go. God damn it. So anyways. Yes.
I will threaten you right here on the air.
I mean, if you really want me to.
Damn. So anyways, also
Which is funny. No, I'll save it for our next
Yeah,
show.
save it.
live show tomorrow on Wednesday. I'll have my Scarefest review. We've got a bunch of new reviews, including VHS 99 and several other awesome, hopefully awesome films. We'll see. They might not.
And I'm going to tease tomorrow's post show. We're going to have some good shit.
Good shit on the post show.
Did
All right.
Todd get Todded? We shall see.
So yes, guys, smack that thumbs up. And with that being said, let's get right into the action. XPW Halloween in Hell 3. Great to see it back. Of course, great to see XPW back, but bringing back the staple. And I've just gotten back. I haven't even watched Halloween Havoc, but I'm going to say Halloween in Hell 3 blew it the fuck out of the water.
You would be correct in that assessment, sir. I've seen it.
No pumpkin patch deathmatch at Halloween Havoc. So we kicked the show off with some familiar music. Would we all agree that we would have just shit our pants if like Vince did something?
It would have rushed the stage. I would have January 6th the ring, dude.
It would have like reversed when Rob Black showed up at XPW or UEW because I heard the music and my first response was, "Who the fuck's using this Rob Black music?"
Dude, I think we made eye contact during that time too, because like, who has the balls? And then like it didn't dawn on me. It was like, oh yeah, it's a Halloween show. Someone should come out just as fucking McMahon. And Lord and behold.
If I would have known that, I would have brought my McMahon mask. So it's like fucking.
Can you imagine it's him and he's just like, I can bribe whoever I want in XPW.
I would still mark the fuck out, dude. You're right, Vince. Fuck those hoes. They're all liars.
We'll save that part for later.
So
I don't know if it came across on the live show, but it started off with it was his music, and then he called on the mic to cut it, and then the Vince music hit.
Nice.
I don't know if all that was on pay-per-view.
Yeah, just seeing him come out to that, I thought was just
the walk
hilarious. Who would have predicted in 2022 Vince would be out of the wrestling business and Rob Black is back in the wrestling business? How fucking insane is that?
I'm not complaining.
Like just a year ago.
Right.
Wild. So Rob cuts his welcome to the show promo before we get our first match of the evening with I think I recognize that referee. I don't know.
Yeah.
Looked
Yeah,
familiar.
shout out Danielle making her return to reffing.
Yes,
First female
yes.
referee in XPW, period.
Yes,
So.
and friend of the show. She's been on the show before.
That's my wrestling mom, dude. Like, I love that woman so much, and she has saved my ass many times.
Yep,
And
she's the best.
we will have her first interview after her reffing soon. We haven't locked down a date yet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And Kelby, you're right. The Mark Association definitely heard Pugs at the show. I could hear Pugs at the show.
Which time?
Well, I know a couple I heard very clearly.
You notice it's getting a little less
No,
PC every time.
They're still all fucking R-worded. They don't know what the hell to do. They need to be conducted.
But
Fans,
they're
up your
getting
fucking
that.
game.
Yes, they are. I know what Dan's saying. They are,
They're getting
but I
that.
know where Pugs is coming
It's too
from.
fucking late.
It's instead of like working together on one chant, it's like a good chant starts and another half starts like a chant that's almost the same, but it's slightly different. Instead of just all combining for the one chant.
Mhm.
You got to corrupt
weird.
them all over again. But I think progress. They came up. A lot of them came up.
It's getting better, but I think we need to progress a little faster. Like, stop being
It's not
stupid.
overnight.
That's what the front row mafia is there for. So,
All right, so it is our fault for not sitting in the front row. We haven't cleared it with the boss.
need to. So, all right, match number 1, a death match. Ludark Shaitan taking on the legendary Mickey Knuckles. Mickey Knuckles was made for XPW
For sure.
and of course Ludark as well, not taking anything away from her. A lot of vaginal and anal trauma.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going into orifices. And
Well, they started off taking shots with a red and black dildo that was filled with, we thought was beer, but I think it was no, that was rum or something, but it ended up being just like beer.
Yeah, well, fuck them anyway.
if it was rum, they would probably have been fucked up.
You're not going to see any hatchet to the asshole on Raw. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, some lucky fan got some nice souvenirs.
Nice. Kelby, was that you?
Did you get the red or the black one?
Yeah, no, the match was pretty good. Just watching Mickey Knuckles work all the time is fun now. For such a long time she wasn't doing death matches, and now it's like she's one of the most must-see women death match wrestlers, just because her matches are so entertaining. She doesn't take herself seriously, as a competitor she does, but like she's willing to fall on her face and show her ass and stuff like that, which is awesome because not a lot of women are willing to do that. And it's just like a kind of breath of fresh air that she is just using her ass to attack fucking Ludark the whole time. I did you guys see the shot of her after the match with Chris Claus and her showing like her ass all with all the glass in it and stuff? That was perfect XPW TV right there.
She's got glass in her ass.
I know how it feels. It sucks.
Gusset plates. I never taken gusset plates during my silly backyard.
Kruger and I can change that. No,
Yeah,
don't worry about that.
I can't really show you, but yeah, that's where all my bad scars are from gusset plates.
Yeah. I'm just gonna assume they hurt like shit.
Oh
so.
yeah, they're. I mean, they hurt, but like as a deathmatch wrestler, I like them because there's a lot of blood every time somebody gets hit with one.
Yeah.
Sicko.
Gotta be worse. I'm just imagining in my head. I gotta say worse than tax.
For sure, dude. Yeah. Like, have you seen the gusset plate? It's a fucking metal piece with a bunch of metal spikes about that fucking big on it, and they use them to hold houses together. There's no give on them at all. So like when you hit them or you get hit by them, they're going all the way in and out of you. They're fucking your arms pretty bad.
This may sound, and I enjoyed this match. I mean, I thought it was a blast. Ludark got the win. I was just watching this and thinking, how fucking entertaining would it be to do? And granted, I know she wouldn't do death matches, but to get ODB in there with Mickey Knuckles,
She hates death matches though. She says that they're stupid and stuff. So I don't think she'd ever do it. But her versus Mickey in like a hardcore match, that would be awesome. That's actually who I think about a lot when I watch Mickey work now. Is ODB.
Were they in Impact at the same time? Have they wrestled each other?
Oh yeah, I mean they've definitely wrestled on the Indies. I don't know about Impact. I can't remember them.
Yeah, she was Moose Knuckle and
Did she team with Moose? Because that'd be amazing.
Pre-Moose.
She's the original.
But yeah, no, she's just somebody that's always entertaining, and she not just good in the ring. I mean, she's just a great character. You're always having a good time when Mickey Knuckles comes out. So brutal match. Everything you'd expect it to be. Pesky table that wouldn't break, but other than that, good time.
That's the worst, man. And that table was weird. It had 3 legs on it.
Yes, it did. Todd was looking at it the entire time. It's like you're gonna.
Someone forgot to remove something. Yeah.
I live there though. I thought it set the tone great for the crowd because the crowd immediately got into it, but also there 2 girls are getting super violent, and it's Halloween time. Like it was a perfect tone setter, and they're a blast to watch.
From the beginning, great opener because this sets XPW apart from everything else. I've said it before. GCW, there's some good stuff there, but it's not that true alternative. So like XPW is so far.
The style of wrestling is just way different on XPW, you know, or you watch like a GCW show. It's a lot of big high spots, and XPW, it's a lot of fucking just brawling and beating the shit out of each other. And I think that's what you need in like indie wrestling. You need an alternative to something that you see, because you know everybody has that same kind of style now. That you know the AEW high spot style. I mean, even WWE to a certain extent does it too. So it's cool to have just, you know, two hardcore motherfuckers beating the shit out of each other again.
Yeah, absolutely. And congratulations to Lugar. Couldn't get it out. I don't know why. Much like that hatchet.
I got an idea.
Just had to pull. So match number 2. And all right, so Hardbody, who I'm a little less familiar with, but I've seen some of his stuff, versus Drake.
He's been a regular on XPW TV when they fight in the restaurant.
Other than that,
I'm seeing all this love for GCW and ICW in the chat.
No, we do.
Chat.
Well, not love. I'm agreeing with GXH and Big T.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh shit, did we start a war? Hi, Jamie.
No, I think they did, but
we're talking hatchets and intimate places, Jamie, just to catch you up. All right, so match 2, Hardbody taking on Drake Younger. Before I even get into the match,
don't tread on me.
Yes, Drake Younger of the new MAGA staple.
He's not officially in it.
No. He's not part of MAGA.
Well,
they do, it's going to be the MAGA powers. Now. If it's not, I'm not going to be happy.
He's playing a similar character.
I don't think he's playing,
Dan,
sir.
I think they have similar beliefs, is what you mean to say. Not playing similar characters.
All right, I have a complaint that has nothing to do
Didn't
with
drop a hard F. You monster.
The match was great, and I'll get into the match. This is something that everybody is guilty of this, and I wish they would stop it.
It's a handshake.
The show of respect fucking promo at the end of the match when it makes no sense. You've been healed. You're healing.
I disagree on this one.
Well, let me finish.
Go for it.
So you're having this back and forth, doing the snowflake back and forth. You're not going to shake hands after the goddamn match. I get it. You had a great match. Have your handshake and pat on the back in the back. Don't do it on the show. Rob Black needs to great match. I want to see more of both of these guys in the company. Don't do that every good match you fucking have.
While I understand what you're saying, Dan, I think you're wrong in this case because it was done and it was trying to push an angle. So there was a reason for it. And while I agree that that happens way too much in the indies and they just suck each other off after a match, going back to the flippy shit, this isn't the same because it was done for something. So I think
they're plotting for it longer because like he's supposed to be enemy number one, right? But when he came out, there was massive amounts of cheers. So what are we gonna do? I'm part of the fucking show, but he's gonna build us up just to fucking turn us around and stab our back. He just praised this LGBTQ community person, right? And his beliefs are not really aligned there. So like right now we're cheering when he fucking turns and hopefully he joins the fucking Mega MAGA group or the MAGA powers. It'll just hurt that much more because we should all be booing this guy, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think he will.
I'm not going to because I like heels, and like if they lean into it and they get super fucking like if they just lean into it, he'll
get booed, and I'm giving this a chance. And this is maybe just consider this a general thing. Just don't do it, guys. You had a good match. No more hugging. I've seen it with the women
again,
too.
Dan. Though it was something that was being it was.
This is a general wrestling rant.
Okay, but I agree with you in general.
I'm putting it out there in the universe. Consider that in your booking. Make sure to tell the guys.
And also, he's a legend, and the hard body kid is new, and I've never seen him before on the West Coast. I think this was an appropriate time, especially if you can turn it around by the end of the night.
And I think he can turn it around.
Show, whatever.
I think he can turn it around. I'm just be careful in the future. That's a really annoying thing that I want to see more. I want to see end, quite honestly. And if you're on the indies, guys, once in a while,
you should not watch Ring of Honor. Then they do that all the time.
And they shouldn't. That's it.
Well, no, that's their whole thing.
In their thing.
That's like what the whole thing is about, Dan. That's
not always when you're in a blood feud in Ring of Honor.
But that's always what they've done. That's just been part of it. It's like shaking hands at UFC.
I don't think you got the joke I was trying to put down there, sir.
I know. I'm just saying it's just don't do it. But all right, the match itself. So the match itself was fantastic.
Wait.
GXH end of the world. Hey Dan, it was Drake's first match back. That's why he did that.
I'll let it go. I'm not.
Oh, thank God, Dan's gonna let it go.
I will say,
guys.
I think they should have made it like a bigger point that this was like his first match back. It didn't feel like it was I don't want to say promoted enough, but like really, it didn't really hit home. I mean, yeah, we knew, but
I do think it's cool though that they gave him his first match back with somebody that's not relatively known. Because it just puts him over harder, and I think this match did that, and so did the promo. I mean, once you get praised by Drake Younger, I mean, you're pretty damn good. So I get what you mean, Dan, but at the same time, like End of the World just said, it was his first match back, and I think the showing that Hardbody had, I mean, shit, he deserved it.
Yeah, I've seen it a little with the women too. That's why.
Well, I get that, and they're explaining it, but and I get where you're coming from, Dan.
Yeah. So, anyways, the match was amazing. Drake doing that suicide dive with the tube spot,
Hardbody.
No, maybe it was Hardbody that did the suicide. That opening spot was fucking awesome.
Hardbody know that.
Yeah. That was awesome. The Death Valley driver through the glass, the needle when he shoved
the hypocrisy of that fucking spot,
dude.
Motherfucker.
Dude, I love that spot. I've seen Drake do it actually in Japan where he got it through his throat, and I think that's actually where JD got the idea of me fish hooking in the throat. Because JD Hoare and Drake Younger were tight for a long time. I think they still are. But yeah, I've seen that spot. Like he did it. I believe it was against Abdullah Kobayashi. He took it, and then Abdullah Kobayashi gave him a stunner with it. It was
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that visual is just awesome because it's just the needle going right through his mouth and squirting out like that. That was so cool. That again,
Brandon.
Something that you watch and it's like, all right, not seeing that shit and. AEW or
not
else.
Seeing. I see what you did there, Dan.
Right. So yeah, then the vertebreaker on the tube.
Drake's landing. Get it right.
Drake's landing. I thought this match was kick ass. Drake Younger, once he goes full heel, which certainly what it should be. It's money. They need to really piss off, and no, I don't say this to be an asshole, but they need to piss off like the Sean Ross Sapps and the
not just them. Go after everybody. Scorch the fucking earth. I will join happily.
make everybody
make wrestling
happy.
great again. Yeah.
There you go. Make wrestling great again.
We'll save that for later.
One hell of a match. I loved it.
Yeah.
Glad to see Drake back, and
I was shocked how many people were stoked that he was there.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, it's been a while since he's been on the West Coast too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's a lot of people lean into their political views and they can't put that aside. So I was just shocked at how well he was received. And that's pretty cool for now.
There's a lot of newer fans. Like I fans cycle out every 7 years. And he hasn't been active in at least that. XPW hasn't been, since it's been back.
Yeah, I was say a little longer than that.
They say fans cycle every 7 years. So
yeah,
I do like the fact that he put over I've main evented WrestleMania because he had. Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
His mic cut out of that part. That sucked.
but it's fucking Rob McMahon.
All right. So Drake goes over. We'll see where this story evolves. Once again, watch XPW TV. Get some, extra bits going into the shows. So match number 3, we get Mexico legend Pagano taking on Dirty Ron McDonald. I think a favorite.
What is he called? Spicy Pickles.
What?
What he did say? I can't remember what he called it.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the promo.
No, I was talking about you saying your favorite word.
Yeah,
it's jalapeno.
There we go.
Pagano knows how to say it. It's jalapeno.
I'm going to bring a Mexican expert. You know what? I wish we would have brought it up when Munch was here.
You know what? If I can ever get my
he probably says it like Dan now, but we'll get in there later.
I'm going to work that into something. If I could ever get in ring shape, I'm going to just have a jalapeno gimmick.
See, there he said it right. It's like,
yeah, no, he's been saying it more correct now.
Jalapeno.
Yeah, he's saying it correct now.
That's better. Anyway,
now I'll go back to
games.
Yeah.
So, Dirty Ron McDonald, certainly bleed. I mean, this is XPW. This guy, if he were around back then, would be just as popular. Just fits in the company. What did you guys think of this match?
Live, everyone loves Ron, so everyone was fucking into this, and it was what they call the match, Playground of Death or
Playland Deathmatch.
Playland Deathmatch. Could have used a little more building blocks in there, but we got a fire spot. I'm not complaining. Clown versus clown violence is awesome, and if Terrifier 2 has taught us anything. Yeah, more of that shit. Ron's awesome. Pagano's fucking awesome. And they in the ring, they killed it. Outside of the ring, they killed it even more. This was massively entertaining. Well worth your time and money.
I'm just saying I would have popped hard if Pogo came out and beat the fuck out of both of them.
That's what I said, dude. I was like, if Pogo comes out, this is the shit.
With the shovel and just beats the shit out of them, that would have been badass, man.
Hey, maybe, add him to a rematch. Dirty Ron's insane anyways, jumping off piers and all of this stuff. Yeah. Didn't he pay the fine by winning some most outrageous couple contest with his wife?
They put that over on the commentary. They went to some party and won a $500 prize and paid the fine off with that.
That's hilarious. It's awesome.
That was him and Terex. He tossed Terex off and gave him a flying elbow drop off the pier. Into the ocean.
Poor Terex.
That is awesome.
Mega Maga needs to grab Dirty Ron, but we can get to that later.
I almost don't think he needs to be in a faction, though.
He doesn't, but if he knows how to toss people back to the wet side, come on.
I thought we were going about tests, but I guess either way works.
I mean, there's all kinds of avenues we could take.
This one had another scary light tube dive. I believe it flew.
Yeah,
into the
it flew
crowd.
straight into the crowd. And I was like, I messaged Todd because I was watching it live, and I was like, did somebody get impaled by that shit? Because it broke. I think Pagano went to do a suicide dive, and it broke on the rope on the way out. And I just saw a broken tube, like a spear, go through the fucking air right at
It
the
hit
crowd.
some bald dude, like right on his head, forehead, and it went this way. All the workers, like, they came back, like at least 3 or 4 dudes came out and checked on him. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, yeah, no one wants to get sued. I remember that shit happened.
Did he get color?
Yeah.
No, but I'm like, are you okay?
Posted a
Cool,
picture
sell
with
it.
color. He posted a picture where it hit him.
Did he?
There was color.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Unless someone else got hit too.
It's
That
an
was a bald guy.
interactive show. If you're a true fan, you won't complain. I got a thumbtack in the ass at the last UEW show I was at. And I didn't even know.
Let's not
remember
play that list, Dan.
Dude, remember Pugs at the last, I think it was CCW show, I got hit by it too, but I was busted open. You're like, why the fuck are you bleeding? I'm like, all over the place.
That's right. Like, I can't take you anywhere without color. He was just an audience member at that time, guys.
Yeah, and somehow I was the one person that
Was
ended
it
up
Fern?
bleeding. I can't remember what match it was. I think it was actually the 3-way death match. Terex and wait, maybe it was Terex, Fern, and somebody else.
My last memory of Fern was, I think, him threatening to punch everybody when they were trying to pop his shoulder back in.
Oh, that wasn't cool. Seeing him on the ground like a fish out of water, that sucked.
That was a brutal cage match. So yes, Dirty Ron goes over here.
Flaming elbow.
Future
Flaming
XPW
elbow, yeah.
champion. I'll go ahead and predict that. I think Dirty Ron's going to hold that belt at some point. And yeah, another great match. I had a
As
blast.
long as we don't go the Tool route, I think he'll be there. Sure.
Ooh, well, yeah. Todd, I hope you're getting in ring shape. That's off that gimp mask. As we'll get to, there's some returns tonight. I'm still waiting.
Stay out of New York, Todd.
Well,
so match number 4, the Fight TV World Title 6-man elimination match, where we get Willie Mack, Judge Joe Dredd, Human Tornado. Talk about a UEW
That's
legend,
my boy.
wrestling legend in general. Brawlin' Bo Cooper, Biggie Biggs, and well, our surprise entrant, Cat Martini. Which,
not Psychosis?
yeah.
I think we can thank Mega Maga for that, but that's down the line.
Well, certain person later on was a talent liaison. We'll save that.
yeah. So I mean, debuting, a belt here.
The Fight TV title.
Yeah, and we're not. I mean, I don't know.
I can hear it, Dan's voice.
Hey, look, we'll see what happens. It got some heat, and I don't know what this belt's going to be. It's
going to be Cat Martinis for the rest of the year.
Well, and hey, if it's something to get her character over, and that's the main reason why it's a belt, cool. I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion on this one. It's just like, let's see where it goes. I do think she should be more of a character and not behind the mic the entire time. Like, let her
watch the TV, Dan.
Be a character.
You got to watch it more.
I know.
She never returned to commentary after that, right?
No.
I mean, I rewatched it. Okay, yeah.
I still want to know where Will was last week at TV. He was missing.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I always see him in the commercials. I always forget.
Yeah, so he's still there.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I enjoy Cat, and we'll see where they go with it. I'm not really sure what your next move is.
I like it because it pissed everyone off.
Well, and there's like an ongoing thing with Rob Black fucking over Willie Mack. So I'm it was done for storyline purposes, which makes sense. I mean, if somebody no-showed and you're just thinking on the fly booking, how could you get some quick heat? I mean, I think it made sense. It obviously pissed everybody off, so it did what it was set out to do. And you forgot to mention Biggie Biggs.
Biggie.
Oh, I did. My bad.
I thought he did too. I thought he said him last.
Another
My gut says she wasn't the replacement for Psychosis. It was one of the other two. That's what my gut says.
My gut says they're going to have somebody defend the belt for her, and that'll factor into the storyline.
I'm not against that.
I'm not either.
That's kind of what I think they're going to do with it.
Where's Big fucking Joe been? Come on.
Looking for toxie masks.
Dude,
she walks around in her underwear. You walk around in your underwear. It's the perfect fucking match.
I'm just saying, if somebody doesn't give her like a Rhino style pile driver off an apron through a table to get that belt off of her,
I think Willie Mack is down as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm down for a title versus title match too. Oh, maybe not a good idea.
So yeah, and speaking of underwear, you get a lot of that footage on the last XPW TV as well.
Maybe a little bit, not a lot.
So yeah, not a whole lot to say. We'll see where that story progresses. Match 5. Yes, match 5. Necro Butcher taking on Terex. Before I get into the match, I just want to say, chant what you want. Hey, chant the most fucked up, vile shit you can imagine in XPW.
You were trying.
That's all good. You throw a chair at a fucking wrestler.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
They should have let that drunk asshole jump over the barrier so Necro could have kicked the fucking.
Well, you didn't hear Todd and I while we were there. Fucking let him go. Let him find out.
Well, it looked like for a second they were going to, and he got all fucking shook. I mean, I would be too.
Really
Necro Butcher.
I really do believe that guy was a big fan, and he's like, "Oh my god, Necro's actually talking to me," and then shit just went sideways because, like, from our angle, it looked like he was excited, and then shit got real. It's like, fuck it, then knock his ass out.
Well, did you actually see the chair? Because I mean, he threw the chair right at his back.
Well, it looked like he was trying to hand it to him, and then Necro turned his back to him, and then he just chucked it on him. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he definitely made contact. You could even see it on his back.
And he hit it like legs first on his back. I thought. What the fuck, dude? That's not cool at all. I would have been pissed as fuck, dude.
There's another spot later on where I don't want to ruin anything. Okay.
Well, we'll talk
the
about
light tube, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like, do not fucking do. Yeah, don't be doing this shit to us. Like, it's already dangerous enough. What the fuck we do, man?
Dude, well, we'll get there later because that one bothered me. That's someone's eye. You can fuck up, and you're not a worker. Stop doing that shit. But you're drunk. And asshole.
But the match, I actually like that they went like kind of an old school 80s wrestling style, big man versus big man match. Necro Butcher probably punched fucking Terex about 150 fucking times. Like, dude, he was just lighting him up when Terex had him in that bear hug, or anytime Terex had him in the hold. I just love that because Necro Butcher's just always punching him the whole fucking match. Wasn't expecting the finish. Was a little shocked.
Neither was I, man. We just talked to him.
Yeah, I mean, with Munch fucking Terex over and giving him the double birds after he almost got the win with the big splash, that was pretty out of nowhere. And then obviously the post match antics and promo that we got by Munch.
He said. Am I allowed to say it since he said it?
No.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking the showrunner.
Good luck in your future endeavors promo.
That's okay. No.
I know.
Dan'll get too sensitive. He'll have to cancel us.
At XPW, that's great. Say what you want.
This YouTube 8 is happy.
Unfortunately, YouTube's not run by Rob Black. But I thought that was awesome.
Right?
You should go back and listen to the Munch interview we did. I thought I wasn't on that one, but you guys did a great job.
We'll figure out how to do the next one on the hub so Dan can say whatever he wants.
There you go. We'll review Extreme Associates when they come back.
Oh, we did. There was a Federal 5 chat.
There was. It was later on in the evening, but
that had to be 100% you guys.
We legitimately want the Federal 5. I'll take my VHS. Yeah. I don't care.
I almost lost my voice cheering for Munch when he fucking turned and he started joining Jasmine and Necro Butcher. This is amazing to me. he's gonna talk so much shit. It's gonna roll, man.
What is this? Is this when we got rained out and had to move?
It was right before that.
Okay, so it was before this match.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't mention that it was raining in Pomona where we were, and this is the first time we didn't go on the balcony, but the rain ended up making us move back to the balcony. I think that's where we're gonna stay from now on.
That's some shitbag skipped out on the check, but I'll tell that story on the page.
The amount of controversy his promo is getting, just that whole angle that they cut on Twitter and everything. I mean, it's pretty insane to see all the backlash. I mean, the one thing I'll just say is, if you've seen old XPW shows, you know, there's raunchy shit like this on them. So I wasn't, I knew that it was like they were going to eventually ease into those more controversial storylines, but I was not expecting that. I'm interested to see where they're going to go with it, just because of how much heat is on it right now. And I just, as a fan, you want to see these guys get the shit kicked out of them. So, I mean, we'll see where they go. I hope that who would you guys have them feud with right now?
All the Pox.
Yeah, I mean, everybody. I think that's going to be a really cool heel faction.
I would love for them to start shit with Rob Black, although Rob Black is on his way down. But like, just every time he says Black, it's like disgusted. Rob Black.
I think it's also cool. Necro and Jasmine. You know, it just seeing them in kind of like a featured spot like this is just really cool.
Fuck yeah.
2022. Who would have thought? So yes, great promo. I'm glad it's actually getting some controversy, some heat, which is what wressling's supposed to be about. So don't be afraid of real heat.
It's starting again.
The XPW hate. But like, this one is Munch being a fucking asshole. He's just gonna turn it all the way up to 11. I'm so fucking stoked for this. He's gonna turn all the way to 9/11. I'll leave it at.
So yes, awesome promo. That's pure XPW. Match 5, which is cool. A UEW concept debuting in XPW, the Pumpkin Patch Deathmatch. Sage Sin Supreme taking on Sawyer Wreck, who has such a unique look. Like I don't have the say. Number one, looks huge next to Sage, which kind of gives you that David versus Goliath kind of feel here. And yeah, I think Sawyer could be a star to watch in the future. So this match was fucking insane.
Yeah,
I think match of the night for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Personally,
friendships aside, I agree.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. So
if Sage has a shitty match, I'll call it out, friend or not. But this was an awesome match. Man, some fucking gore in this one.
Yeah.
You get the skewer in her arm that's so fucking deep.
I mean, it had to have been at least 3 to 4 inches deep inside her arm, and I know how it is to try to get something with the hands and you just can't get it. And props to what's the ref's name?
Patrick Hernandez.
Pulling it
Senior ref.
Mouth.
Senior ref.
Not senior.
Yeah,
that was like a look away moment when he just pulled the damn thing out of her arm with his mouth. That was
But wow. I mean, you need to think on the fly, and you're there to protect the wrestlers, and he did just that. So props to him. I was really worried about Sage after that, but luckily it wasn't in an area that like it could have punctured an organ or something. But that's why I don't fuck with, like, I do not like skewer boards. I've never taken anything like that. I've done like, toothpicks, and those suck alone. So having a skewer is just like that times 1,000, and it to be that deep inside you. Just thank God they got it out when they did, because I remember having a match with Insaniac, and I chokeslammed him onto a teddy bear that had a bunch of toothpicks in it, and he had 2 of them that were way stuck in his back, and we couldn't get them out, and they ended up having to like push themselves out later on, and he was in fucking so much pain. I felt so bad for him. Yeah,
the cannonball into Sage with the skewers.
I was worried about her fucking eye. Like everything else was like the lesser evil of what could happen. So
I just can't even imagine taking that. I mean,
and finishing the fucking match, dude. Like she still went on a few more minutes.
Well, it was like, you know, they still had about a quarter of the match to go. So fucking big props to Sage though, and both of them. I mean, they beat the living shit out of each other. They did a can board too, where the cans were cut in half, and the finish too with the green mist. That was a nice touch. I was expecting her to do the code Sage off the thing, but seeing that and then her fall back into the elbow drop, that was a nice finish. And probably the match of the night for me too.
Yeah, just everything you could want, just gory, violent.
First time for me seeing Sawyer, and I think she's fucking awesome. Like I'll be like going up against Sage, I'm not going to root for you, but you know, anyone else, I probably will cheer for you because you won me over. He's fucking rad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the spot with the Gussert plate too that they did, where she's just fucking bashing that shit in her own head and then doing the headbutts with it. Great stuff.
Yeah. Just they outshine the guys by far, I think.
No handshake, if I remember correctly, so that's okay right now.
No handshake, only violence.
Props to the creativity with the flaming pumpkin too. That was the pumpkin flamethrower. That was
really cool as fuck, dude. Yeah, I'd like to see that again.
Yeah. The pumpkin patch death match, if this becomes a semi-regular thing, it is going to be legendary, and it's so cool that you guys especially got to experience that first in UEW.
Yeah, make sure if you like this match, you go check out the old UEW matches. And I think she had two of them in CCW as well, or one?
I can't remember.
It's one in each. So this was the third one.
No, there's at least
this was the fourth one?
There's at least two in UEW.
Yeah, I think it was three before.
Yeah, the first one was her, and her and
that
Kikyo.
Was the second one. Kikyo was the first.
Oh, okay. My bad.
With the one that I don't remember that whole night.
And then she had one with Fern in the deathmatch tournament that I won for CCW.
Oh, okay. So this was the fourth one. Okay.
Yeah, good stuff.
I've seen all of them. Fuck yeah.
If you want to go watch the old ones, they're available on IWTV.
Yep. There you go. Sage going over, future women's champion, I think. Probably future deathmatch champion. I think you'll see a lot of gold
TV title.
Sage. There you go. I don't think Kat's up to taking skewers, but she might surprise us. We'll see.
She's fucking hardcore as hell. Oh, I get it, Rob. Right on.
This is so fucked up. No, I'm not gonna go there. Just one of the old school XPW.
Just stop trying
ladies.
to stumble over and.
I've taken more than 4 inches. God damn it! Stage. All right. So, I didn't want to name one in particular. All right. So another Rob Black promo here about a Masada situation and stripping Masada of the belt. Tries to crown Vampiro the champion, and Masada ends up showing up after all, and we get a brawl. Kind of not much of a match per se. They're setting up the next match, obviously. I was a little surprised to see Vampiro bust out at 360. I haven't really seen him work in a while, so
him busting fucking great, man.
and him busting out that corkscrew senton off the top. I was shocked to see him do that shit, but I know he was training down in Vegas for a while and working with one of my buddies down there. So and he looks like he's in great shape. Yeah, I mean, the best shape I've seen him in, even when he worked Pentagon in Lucha Underground, like he was not in as good of shape as he is in now. So I'm looking forward to the second match. Like you said, there wasn't like a lot here, just them kind of brawling, beating the shit out of each other. I felt bad for whatever fan got crushed by when Masada got thrown into the guardrail and one of them I saw didn't get out of the way, and I was like, God damn, that probably sucked. He's a big dude, but
Sada's not small.
No, they're both fucking big men.
Yeah. I won't lie, I was a little bit concerned because last time I kind of saw Vampiro, I wasn't too sure that he could still, take bumps and do certain things. But
his documentary had us all concerned. I'm like, are we sure we're doing this? And he proved it all. He's going for it.
And if you haven't seen our review of the documentary, I just dropped it in the chat.
Yeah, there you go.
And it was cool him having Billy Biohazard there too. That was pretty rad.
Yeah, I do hope we get that entrance, like where he dressed like Ghost from Lucha Underground. That was the hardest fucking thing, right? Dude, he came like a fucking badass. I'm like,
and he comes out and he's doing like the Muda thing, and dude, that shit. That's literally one of my favorite Vampiro matches, just because it was such a surreal moment. I was so invested into Lucha Underground at the time, and they, on TV, you're getting light tubes and deathmatch shit. It was fucking rad.
Dude, from entrance to bell, it was fucking incredible. Like our last bell, I should say. That one of my favorite matches of his too.
I believe it's on Tubi. I believe all of Lucha Underground's on Tubi.
Yeah, I'm a huge Vampiro fan. Not so much like I love his WCW stuff. But,
he looks the same as he did in WCW, which is cool.
Yeah. I want to see him bust out the old face paint though, because that's the Vampiro I grew up loving. I said it on the Munch interview, like watching him in X-Pac and Wrestling Society X is like one of my fond memories of watching wrestling on television. He gave him this fucking tombstone through an exploding casket. It was so badass.
Absolutely, and we'll see what happens in the next match.
Well, we also should mention, it seems like Rob's up to his old ways, so
yeah,
very happy about that. Me and Pugs are very excited.
Fuck yeah,
I'm gonna take it away again.
Yes. And that's when we heard that Federal 5 chant. It's like, oh yeah, someone yelled out, and look what happened. Like, that's kind of rude, but yeah. So please don't take it away from us permanently, and you can come back. But having heel Rob Black back, I'm over the moon. He's gonna talk so much shit to us, and we deserve it. We're not worthy.
Yes. So our main event, the legendary Angel returning to take on Schlack, and we get the surprise return of Crack. Yeah. I wasn't necessarily expecting that.
Me and Pugs popped pretty hard.
I lost my voice again. There were some dudes next to us, so like, who the fuck is that guy? Like, you fucking new piece of shit. It's Crack.
The one was like, oh yeah, I kind of remember him.
Misha still needs Schlack's gotta get her in there, teach her a little bit, but this was just wild. Again, 2022, who would have thought we'd see Angel main eventing in XPW again? That's just so fucking cool. This is a botch, but I don't care. It's hilarious. When Schlack missed, and I don't know if you caught it, but when Schlack misses the tube spot on Montana and then just totally hits her with it on purpose. It made no sense, but it made me fucking laugh. I thought that was...
You gotta hit the spot. Like, Schlack's a professional.
Big T asked if any of us have ever met Schlack. Yeah, I know that guy.
I just answered it in the chat.
Spilled a lot of each other's blood there. Yeah, watch Kruger's matches with
made a blood pact.
Yeah, dude, my favorite part of the match was just when Schlack finally just gets out. They duct tape him to the post, and he's just like, I'm done with this fucking shit. Set up a chair, gives fucking the stiffest power bomb I've ever seen to what's her name?
Veronica Kane.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, first
that was nasty.
I think because she got up like he was giving her a pile driver, and he had to like reset. But he had to muscle her ass up. And dude, people always talk shit about like when people can't get somebody up for a power bomb. It is the most awkward shit ever trying to do that. It's just a very awkward way to pick people up, and you have to like get in a swift motion. But he got her up, and god damn, that power bomb was so stiff. She bashed her head on the back of the top of the chair, and
just whiplash from that thing, dude. That was nasty as fuck. I was like, is she okay? Jesus.
Maybe I'll just go back to adult movies.
Oh, dude, and then fucking he picks Crack up and gives him the brain buster on the chair. It was stiff as fuck looking too. That was definitely my favorite part of the match. We do need to talk.
Kept her up there in that power bomb a little longer. That would have been my goal, but
Of course it would, Dan. We do need to talk about the fan fucking stealing the tube from Crack when Angel was trying to give him the face wash. That was fucking some bullshit. I was really pissed off, dude. If I was Crack, I would have turned around and punched that dude right in the fucking mouth. Like, wow. That's so dangerous and just such bullshit. Like, don't grab tubes for fuck's sake. Like,
they know you're excited to be there and you want to help your fucking favorite wrestler. But honestly, if you pulled that and it broke at the right part and it could have went right into his fucking eye, scarred his fucking face, or something look beyond dangerous.
Or
and you're not a worker, you're not there to participate in the match. If they ask you to hand a chair, by all means, go ahead. But until you're addressed, stop. You're being a fucking asshole.
Look what happened to Tremont, and they were just working a normal death match. Shit's dangerous enough. I mean, Tremont had this giant gash. I mean, looked like somebody fucking tried to joker his ass. Like, don't fucking do that shit. Like, I get you're rowdy and you want to fucking, have a great time, but doing shit like that is how you get smacked in the fucking mouth. Did they throw that guy out?
No. No,
I'm not going to call him out by name either because I'm not snitching, but fuck that
guy. No, he's a fucking great fan. He's energetic. He's recognizable, which I think is why they were a little lenient with him. But that fucker pulled Crack twice. Really?
And let me just also say, if you did that shit and somebody did get hurt, you're gonna get hurt.
Bad. Yeah.
Really fucking bad.
And I don't know if I'd go far enough to call him a good fan because he disappeared at that deathmatch tournament. He didn't have the stamina to make the whole show. So
I mean, he was a little inebriated, sir. It was kind of better without him.
We call that overserved in these parts.
This isn't WWE. This isn't Ring of Honor where Bully Ray's just gonna sit you down in the chair and talk to you.
Well, I don't know if I would put that one up.
They'll party like it's 1999 and just they'll just rip you apart. So don't do it. Don't get physically involved in the fucking matches. That's
I did pop for the spot where Angel put the duct tape with the sticky side on the shoe and stomped on the tube to get the glass on it for the face wash. That was really creative and really cool looking. And it was just dope to see Angel back. You
think this is a swan song, or is he going to be?
I didn't listen to Rob's show yesterday yet.
Yeah, I just got back in town.
I don't know. I saw someone mentioning Angel's back, not Angel's. Yeah. So
okay.
I don't know. I haven't listened yet. So anyone in the chat who has.
There we go. We found our Mega Maga versus the LGBTQ, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves.
Even if he's just there to play the character, I mean, he doesn't need to work if he doesn't want to. I mean, to feel that
he can be the mouthpiece
with Munch.
Yeah,
that was fun actually. That actually sounds like a lot of fun.
And then it comes out at the end. They had her defer in the original XPW. Fucking sold. You take the idea, please.
Yeah, booking gold right there.
All right. Yes. So. More Angel, that guy's a legend, and
these happen.
Yeah, another overall, like I said, couple minor gripes, but a fantastic show. I'm sure even more so live. So
it's always a good time live.
We didn't mention at the end of the match, which was fucking great. Drake also came back out to call out to stare down Schlack.
Yeah,
for the New Jersey show.
Well, that's a huge fucking match. I mean, that's one of the best deathmatch wrestlers that's ever lived against probably the current top deathmatch wrestler in the world. So I'm totally into that match, and I think that's going to be it's going to be brutal and badass. I love watching Drake Younger fucking put together matches. I'm sure they're going to be doing like really creative shit. So
most of me is upset that it's taking place in New Jersey because, I'm not going to fly out there. But the other part of me is like, I get to watch it at home. So that's kind of nice. But I hope these fucking cameramen that go over there aren't pussies like the LA ones who don't cross the fucking border. It bothers me.
I know.
So, yes,
My
Jersey
cameraman would be in
fans.
the fucking middle, getting that shot.
Jersey fans, make sure you're rowdy and treat it. Just
No, you guys stay asleep. Fuck you guys. Come back here. Fuck that place.
It's gonna be a bunch of fucking ICW shitbags. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Fuck them. They gave me fucking Rhoda. They could eat it.
They did.
But that match.
Oh, Big T's gonna try to go to the Jersey
fuck
show.
Yeah.
Take some photos.
Well, you can
Big
still
T.
suck it, Big T, but I hope you have a good time.
drop some photos in the Discord from there if you do.
I got the live event 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's a great score, and I think it's continuing to get better and better. There's just I feel like I'm watching XPW.
It felt like an old XPW show, the old "fuck you" XPW, and doing it. I love it. I'm just waiting for it to get good. Well, it's been good, but I'm waiting. It's been good,
but now we're going back. Yeah, we're throwing it back. Rob's gonna tell me to go fuck myself, and I'm gonna happily do it. Dude, I'm so stoked.
Wishmaster 2 style. Just around. Yes. Make Sean Ross Sapp cry. That should be your goal. Get him to bitch about you. So I guess on that note, be sure to check out patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. It all starts at just $1, and we get you lots of bonus content. There's some wrestling bonus content on there. Lots of cool stuff. And cool stories, bonus episodes, early access, all that good stuff. We really work hard for your money. After shows, which I believe we're probably having tomorrow. You right? Yes.
You're not going to want to miss that one.
All right. So yes.
Worth $1.
Live tomorrow, and also getting to the end here. We've been doing shows every day in October, sometimes multiple shows. Or the hardest working horror and occasionally wrestling podcasters out there. So please support us. Live show again tomorrow. Hellraiser franchise show coming at the end of the month to cap off your Halloween. That'll be awesome.
One of our most requested things this Sunday, the Halloween Ends watch along.
Oh no!
What? You guys get to shit on. I just have to sit there and take it.
Well,
I may have computer issues. We'll see.
I may have computer issues. Fuck all y'all.
It's gonna be a solo.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this, Dan. You are not allowed to have computer issues. It's been requested multiple times. I didn't want to do this. I originally canceled it, but it's happening because our listeners requested it.
For them, I'll do it.
Fuck them.
Bugs is still a little angry for today.
Fuck them. You need to give us more money at that point for me watching Halloween Ends again.
No, you should watch Halloween Ends. You're the cornerstone of the community, asshole. What are you leaving them astray for?
Well, then I deserve a break.
Don't half of them like it? Maybe
if it's your neck, go for it.
All
right. So on that note, good night for now. We'll see you tomorrow. That's all I got.
From the back, Dan.
Stay sick, motherfuckers.
I'll see you in Disneyland.